Hi there, I'm Dr. Sandra, and welcome to today's stress management practice. Today we're going to talk about breathing. I want to talk about breathing because we think we are always breathing optimally. And I made a video several years ago called Are You Breathing Correctly? To really show people that yes, we're breathing, but there's a difference between breathing and breathing optimally. It's the same thing as the difference between drinking 8 ounce glasses of water and just having a few sips of water, or not even having water at all and just drinking coffee and other things. So, what I want to talk about is why breathing is so important. Did you know that you can actually elicit an anxiety attack if you're not breathing correctly? Remember, what I keep saying is that our minds and our bodies are so connected. What affects one affects the other. And so you can actually get yourself into a state of anxiety by not breathing correctly. Now, I'm not going to suggest that you do this, but if you were to breathe very quickly and shallowly, you can kind of feel your body becoming anxious and your mind starting to create some anxious thoughts. Fortunately, we are not doing that quick, shallow breathing all the time and getting ourselves into an anxious state, at least not intentionally, right? But we have to understand how our lungs work. So if we are just breathing normally, chances are we're not really filling our lungs with oxygen. We're getting some oxygen in there, and oxygen is getting into our bloodstream, but we're not filling our lungs with oxygen and giving it the maximum amount of oxygen that we can actually get. So think about, if you were to breathe optimally, how much better would you be functioning with more oxygen? You'd be thinking clearer, you'd be getting better quality sleep, you'd have more energy, you'd be making better decisions, you would feel happier because your body would just be working better. There are a lot of great benefits to breathing optimally. And so what does that even look like, breathing optimally? Well, I kind of gave you a hint, because if breathing shallowly and quickly induces anxiety, it would be the opposite that would induce relaxation. The clinical term would be diaphragmatic breathing. We call it diaphragmatic breathing because there's a thin sheet of tissue that goes horizontally across the bottom of your ribs, and it's called your diaphragm. And when you actually breathe in enough to fill your lungs, your diaphragm pushes down because your lungs are expandable and they will expand, and by making room for the extra oxygen, you are pushing down your diaphragm, and then it pushes out your stomach. That's how you know that you've actually filled your lungs with air and given your body optimal amounts of oxygen. So let's go ahead and practice that real quick. Go ahead and put a hand on your abdomen, and for good visualization, you're going to pretend that you swallowed a birthday balloon. When you inhale, you're trying your best to fill that balloon to capacity, and you'll notice that as you do that, your stomach starts to come out, right? That's the effect of your diaphragm being pushed down by your lungs being filled up. And then go ahead and exhale completely, letting all the air out of that balloon that you just swallowed. All right, keep pretending that you swallowed that balloon, and inhale again, feeling that balloon, feeling your abdomen come out a little bit. And then as you exhale, as your abdomen goes back to its original position and you're getting rid of all of that carbon dioxide. You don't need that carbon dioxide in your body. Might as well get rid of all of it, okay? So some cautions to diaphragmatic breathing. Unlike a lot of things, there are not a lot of side effects to diaphragmatic breathing. It's just some temporary stuff that could happen while you are initially practicing this. Because if you haven't been practicing diaphragmatic breathing, your brain is going to go, whoa, where did all this oxygen come from? And it could temporarily make you feel a little bit dizzy. So I always recommend that people start off with this practice lying down. So first thing in the morning before you get out of bed, just take a few minutes to practice diaphragmatic breathing. What a great way to get you alert and energized first thing in the morning without even needing any caffeine. It's awesome. Practice it in the morning and while you're lying down, because If you happen to get dizzy, nothing bad's going to happen. You just stop. You could either just decide, no, I'll try again tomorrow morning, or you wait for the dizziness to pass and see if you can try it again for a few minutes. It's up to you. That's really the only thing that you have to worry about. Obviously, this isn't something that you want to do while you're driving, okay? You want to concentrate on the road, on the cars around you, on the pedestrians, and you also don't want to start practicing this while you are doing something that actually requires your attention. So start by doing this first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, your way of giving me feedback is by hitting the like button. That tells me that I just gave you some good information, and if you hit the subscribe button, that lets me know that you want me to keep giving you some good information. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on our next episode of Stress Management Practice. Have a great day.